This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Wednesday. We are midweek. Clap for the midweek. I know, crazy, midweek, right? Midweek, nuts. Guys, we have so much news to cover today, and we're going to get after it. If you guys are ready for the zest and the education, make sure you smash the likes, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on. Again, we have a lot of news. We are jam-packed. I want to say good morning to every single one of you guys as you guys are checking out our 3 amazing sponsors, which includes Cake Wallet. Links in the live chat in the description. Watch out for my Twitter. Keep notifications on for Cake Wallet and I. We're also going to watch out for Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 20% off there. Head over to Crypto Savings Expert where you could sign up for free. And if you want to upgrade your Zest, 15% off your first month or your first year with code ZESTY. Guys, I want to say good morning to every single one of you. There was someone I was talking to on TikTok. Hold on. I was talking to Gary, planning on Saturday. Randy Backwards, hello. Declan, hello. From Scotland, hello from NYC. Super, good morning. Dogecoin, yes, we're going to talk about Doge this morning. Zen Warriors, good morning. Lino, good morning. Big Rick, good morning. Who do we have here on YouTube? We have Randy, Mr. Yee, Mike Volmer, Rob C, S-Dog, Black Hat, Tom Allen, hello. We have Andrew Masad, good morning. Joker Miner with the Chump Change raid. Thank you to Chump Change a Pocket Change. We have Carl Coate, Sustainable, Patrick Murphy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oval, good morning. Bell Miner, good morning. Squeaky McGee, I was talking to you before. He's like, I know where the zest lies. And I was like, yes, you do. We have Alexandra G in the chat. Hello, hello. We have Casper, good morning. Nismo, Dan R. So he has to go to pre-op and do some anesthesiologist things. So Dan R., take care of your people. Thank you for your service. We have, who else in the chat? Charles Harris, good morning. John Legend, good morning. Lazarus Hand, good morning. All Track, what up? Andrea said it's her first time listening. Welcome, Andrea. Said, I need to help David with his wardrobe. Which David? There's a lot of David, so you need to specify which David. But thank you for joining me, Andrea. Rain of love for you, and welcome to the show. Everyone, give Andrea a warm welcome. Give her a sheesh emoji. Give her a sheesh emoji because we have membershipery out here. We also, who else? Papa, papu. Looking for people. Sola Hefe, good morning. Oh gosh. MK, good morning. Juice Toes, hello. I love that name, man. I just think it's so funny. Zach Crane, good morning. Crimson from X, good morning to you. Shout out to you. I saw you were giving me some Doge love yesterday, so thank you for that. I couldn't find your comment on X, but I saw it in my wallet, so thank you. Yukio, good morning. Jesse from X, good morning. No audio. Sound check for my Xers, please. FOMO, hello, nice to see you. We have Severe Volume. Severe on X could hear me. Oh, okay, good. All right, I got scared. Jared, nice to see you. Isle, good morning. Morn, good morning. We have Erico.x, good morning. Crypto Farmer, welcome. Freaking welcome, Mello, Leroy, Anthony Ackley. Oh gosh, said no fear. Randi Hipper is here. I love that. I freaking love that. Aquarian, good morning to you. Leroy, oh gosh. Garant Group, Sheesh Auto. Oh gosh, there's so many beautiful people. Sharam, Randy A. Oh gosh, good morning. Good morning. All right, so our sound check is good, everyone?
The sound check.
Baby, it's the sound check. I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yours too? Ooh, that was a little iffy right there. Also, okay, so later, before I get into the show and stuff, we do have a second stream today, so I just want to make y'all aware. You will be automatically redirected there after this show ends in like a while. But I will be live today with Crypto Lark Davis. So if you guys are interested in that, this will be at 5 p.m. today. It's 9:50 right now, so you guys can get reference of the time if you're not from the Eastern time zone. But yeah, 5 p.m. Eastern, I will be live with Lark Davis, aka Crypto Lark, and we are a beautiful 87 subscribers away from that 16,000. We are so close. So please, let's get to 15,920 at least on today's show. Pamp it up. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Okay, let's get it. So right now we have Bitcoin that's kind of messing around with 70.6. Tapped our 71.5, guys. Tapped our 71.5, respected. And we'll see if we could tackle that later. We're going to watch and see what happens and where it happens with Bitcoin. As we are looking at Bitcoin and the beautiful stuff that's going on here. And thank you guys for being so zesty in the chat. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers. So let's make sure to get after it. Woo! Let's talk about some FUD as people are coming in. We do have some things that are going on. There was a protocol, and there was the Blast blockchain.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$2 from Armani Jones. Good morning, all. Yar.
Thank you, Armani. Yar to you. Oh, thank you, Andrea, for subscribing to the channel. Shout out to you. First, we have Blast. We have Munchables, exploited for $62 million. And they're saying the North Korean-linked exploiters returned the private keys to the Web3 firm. And I'm, again, a little bit confused as to how this all happened. Right, Super, with the bracelets. Web3 project Munchables was drained of an estimated $62.5 million worth of ETH after a contract was maliciously manipulated. Munchables said on X the developer had shared all private keys to recover the funds. The attacker apparently transferred the stored users' funds to themselves before upgrading the platform smart contracts. ZachXBT said the attacker was most likely North Korean based off their GitHub activity. And there we go right here, saying that he's a clown too, which I thought was funny. They're saying that this North Korean hacking group and all the hacking groups overall have stolen an estimated $3 billion worth of tokens since 2017. So again, this is really interesting what's going on here. And we have several crypto developers and traders calling for a chain rollback to help recover the funds. And that reverses all the confirmed transactions, where that is not something you want to do. Rollback transactions, that's like your last resort. And then you have the North Korean FUD again. How do you, oh gosh, like I just don't understand how people are like, oh yeah, this came from North Korean hackers. How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know it wasn't our own government? How do we know it's not a government entity themselves that's just messing around? I just don't understand how people draw these conclusions. But ZachXBT, I feel like, knows more than most. And this shouldn't have happened anyway. People wanting to roll back the blockchain, that's centralization. That's the last thing you want to worry about when you're having a blockchain. Like, I just don't get it. It just something that blows my mind a little bit. And if you guys have any technical additions to add in the chat based upon this information I'm giving you, please do throw your thoughts out there. Sheesh, man. Let's continue on as people are flowing in here. We are popping this morning, freaking popping. We do have our next story, and that is Sam Bankman-Fried. So I want to let you guys know what's going on with that, Jay with the rose. We do have Sam Bankman-Fried. His sentencing is approaching, and that is, oh, I need a drum roll sound. I need to remember that. That's the next sound on the board, a drum roll. Tomorrow, we will have Sam Bankman-Fried that will be sentenced, and he's trying to pull everything out of his behind in order to get some sympathy from the judge. Obviously, there were people that came forward, the creditors of FTX, that were like, hey, man, we've had a lot of emotional damage and financial damage because of what he's done. And this only continues to... Oh, what's going on here? Joker, thank you for the 5 memberships. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Wow, collect that membershippery. Give me a Gary Gensler emoji. Give me a Gary Gensler in here. Okay, so we have SBF that has a sentencing tomorrow. He's trying to pull everything out of his behind to gain sympathy from this judge and the jurors. And we have here that in his letters, he's saying that because he's a vegan, it should call for some leniency with his sentencing. How does that even add up? Because he is a complete fraud. He lied to everybody and showed no sympathy whatsoever to anybody who lost money until him himself was thrown in jail, which I have never seen one picture of him in jail. And there was one shady picture that was put out in an interview with another convicted felon. I just don't know if that's legit, but we'll move on from that. Advocates for SBF expected to be sentenced on March 28th following his conviction on 70 felony counts have called for leniency with the former FTX CEO. They called on Judge Lewis Kaplan to oppose a light sentence on SBF. The letters from people who knew Bankman-Fried personally or were impacted by the collapse of FTX highlighted his vegan lifestyle, his experience with dealing with autism, and the exchange's plan to repay users. Dr. Adam Hesterberg, who lived with SBF from 2012 to 2014, argued that the CEO should receive leniency in his sentence based in part on converting half of their households to vegetarianism or veganism. Based in part on converting half of their household to vegetarianism. That's like, what are they talking about? So SBF should get a lighter sentence and should have a more leniency given to him because he's a vegetarian? Because he dealt with autism? He was dealing with the same issues while he was the FTX CEO, and he was still able to pull off what he pulled off. Obviously, his deficiencies, or maybe his vegetarianism, did not impact his decisions while he was FTX CEO. So why should it have any impact on what happens to him after? Is it because he paid off many politicians? Is it because he is the golden child of fraud in cryptocurrency that they just want to give him the pass? I just don't understand what this means. Because you're a vegan, you don't get the sentencing? So if I go eat a burger at Shake Shack, that makes me like even worse of a person? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. He was able to make the same very high status and big decisions while he was FTX CEO. He should be able to pay for that despite whatever he deals with, because he was dealing with the same thing when he was robbing everybody and when he was on Twitter Spaces clacking on his keyboard. While people were asking him, SBF, Sammy, where's the money? Sam, where's the money? Oh, you get no answers. Thank you for the little crown, David. Making me feel a little bit better this morning. Give me a second. Give me a freaking second. It's freaking crazy. I can't believe what's going on in this world. But you know what? SBF, he gets away with everything, and that's just the way it works, because when you have corruption and when you have politicians that are paid off, the second largest donor to our current president, you get places. You get places. And obviously there are people that did not do that. And we see that explicitly when someone does not pay off politicians. Even Bernie Madoff, he didn't pay off politicians. He hurt politicians and he hurt people in power. And that's why he got the sentencing he did. Versus SBF, that's going to get the light of it all just because he got to pay people off. And he's politically favorable. Let's talk about what everybody is making a whole fooey out of in the space, and that's gonna be KuCoin. We have the DOJ and the CFTC coming after KuCoin. The DOJ is saying that they had AML laws that were violated by their two founders. The CFTC is saying that they were operating an illegal digital asset derivatives exchange. Again, how does that add up when they've been operating in the United States for a long time? The New York Attorney General charged them and made them pay a crazy fine, saying that Ethereum was a security. They never did anything wrong in the United States. They were compliant. And then when all of a sudden they were cracked down on, they had to shut down their operations. So again, like, people are confused. Like, why are they coming after KuCoin if they don't operate in the U.S.? Hello, people. They were operating in the U.S. They were. And they were doing just fine. People love them. I even used them for a little while. And of course, New York had to come after them like they ruined everything else. The DOJ yesterday, we'll read about what they're saying here. The two founders were violating AML laws with KuCoin. Come on, bro. And again, they're coming after KuCoin, these two founders, but did they ever come after SBF in any of the same way? No. The DOJ unsealed an indictment against crypto exchange KuCoin and two of its founders for, quote, conspiring to operate an unlicensed money transmitting business and violating the Bank Secrecy Act, or BSA. In March 26th announcement, the DOJ said KuCoin founders Chun Gun and Ki Tang had willfully failed to maintain an AML program at the exchange, leading the platform to be used for money laundering and terrorist financing. The company itself was charged with operating an unlicensed money transmitting business and violating BSA. Quote, KuCoin and its founders deliberately sought to conceal the fact that substantial numbers of U.S. users were trading on KuCoin's platform. Indeed, KuCoin allegedly took advantage of its sizable U.S. customer base to become one of the world's largest crypto derivatives and spot exchanges with billions of dollars of daily trades and trillions of dollars of annual trade volume. Guys, that line says it alone. That was from the U.S. Attorney General, Damian Williams. That's what it's all about, guys. It always goes back to the money. They are mad that KuCoin was raking in billions in daily trading and trillions in annual trade volume. That is why they didn't like KuCoin, because one, people were able to easily access cryptocurrency, one, and two, because they were making a ton of money. And obviously that money was not always getting paid to the United States government because they want a piece of everything, even though it doesn't belong to them. And on top of that, where were the rules? Where were they able to register? Tell me. Because as far as I know, they're bringing more charges against KuCoin without any sort of regulation. How would they go register with the SEC or talk to the DOJ or talk to the CFTC if there is no way to register, if there is no clear way to become compliant? And they didn't even give them the chance, hey, answer our questions. They just come down and slam money on them and say, pay us, and then we'll shut you down. Of course, they're coming after the people that obviously run the exchange, but they didn't come after SBF. They didn't come after him for all of his conspiracy. They didn't come after him for all the international people he met with, all the properties, all of these things that he's done. Campaign financing, none of that gets touched. FTT, what? FTT, does that even exist? Yet they're coming after KuCoin for what? Obviously, the CFTC is just wild as well, because obviously we have the two founders first. They helped launch KuCoin in 2017. They have their personal headquarters, and they're pursuing criminal charges. That is ridiculous, dude. That is stupid. And again, when they talk about money laundering, can you please tell me where this money was coming from? What crypto was laundered? How much money was laundered? Where was it going? They still have no answers for that. So all this terrorist financing seems to be, again, another series of clouds and smoke. Not one real example was brought to us once, was there? No, not once. So the DOJ is saying that they were doing bad things with AML, that the two founders are being charged with violating AML laws, and then we have the CFTC that's charging KuCoin with operating an illegal digital asset derivatives exchange. This is all within their complaint. They said they illegally dealt in an off-exchange commodity futures transactions and leveraged margins or financed retail commodity transactions and accepted orders for commodity futures, swaps, and leveraged margin, without registering with the CFTC as a futures commission merchant, failed to diligently supervise its registering with the CFTC as a swap execution facility or designated contract market, and failed to implement effective customer identification program, basically KYC. They're saying they offered commodity derivatives and leverage from July 2019 until 2023. Now, let me say this again. Why did they not do anything in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022? Why did they decide to come after them in 2023 after years of operation? Same for Kraken. Same for Coinbase. Same for Binance. Same for all of these exchanges that really, again, haven't done anything wrong because there were no rules, and there still are no rules to follow. So how are you holding people accountable for things that don't even exist? KuCoin did say something and said that they're operating well. All the assets of their users are absolutely safe. They said, "We are aware of the related reports and currently investigating details through our lawyers. KuCoin respects the laws and regulations of various countries and strictly adheres to compliance standards." They kept tweeting KuCoin over and over again. They tweeted last night, "Just tweet to let you know we're still here working, listening, and biddling." So KuCoin is not stopping. They're giving away more stuff. They're continuing to post. They're not slowing down, which I guess they shouldn't. Why would they? When they really, again, did not do anything wrong. Not one little piece of evidence says anything about that. When you look at the CFTC, I look at what are they actually saying within their documents. Now, they said billing itself as the People's Exchange, KuCoin is a centralized digital asset exchange headquartered in the Cayman Islands and Singapore. That is the whole thing. They're talking about the People's Exchange, and again, they're coming after something that is not for the institutions. It's not for the rich. It's for everybody else in the world to have access to cryptocurrency. That's why they came after KuCoin. It's the People's Exchange. Like, they come after the people's money, which is cryptocurrency. So I just thought that was relevant. But they mentioned something that was important within this document right here. During the relevant period, KuCoin solicited and accepted orders, accepted property to margin, and operated a facility for trading futures, swaps, and leverage margin or financed retail transactions involving digital assets that are commodities, including Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin. There you go, again and again and again. Bitcoin, Litecoin, ETH, all commodities, not securities. And now this is what we have to deal with because everybody and their mother keeps ignoring Litecoin. And I'm telling you right now that you can't anymore. And now a lot of people are starting to pay attention and be like, oh, Randi isn't that crazy, is she? Because I've been talking about Litecoin for over 4 years. And oh, now it's all making sense because it has the same regulatory clarity as Bitcoin. And I've been saying this over and over again. And it's also technically superior. When else did we know that Litecoin was a commodity? Look back at Binance when they financed the whole thing against the CFTC versus Binance and CZ right here. This was filed in March of last year, literally a year ago. To the day a year ago. That is freaky, dude. A year ago today, they were talking about what was happening. Binance, under Zhao's direction, has solicited and accepted orders, accepted property to margin, and operated a facility for trading of futures, options, swaps, and leveraged retail commodity trading. Oh, gosh. Involving digital assets, including Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin. Oh boy. And there you go. There you have it. Litecoin, again, mentioned as a commodity and not a security. And I don't know why in the world that we are still debating if Litecoin is going to make it, because obviously we know that it will. And it happens over and over again where you keep hearing the same thing over and over about Litecoin, and it's always going to keep creeping up on you. Always going to keep creeping up on you. So let's talk about when we first heard about Litecoin being a commodity. This was 2018 by the huckster himself, Gary Gensler.
70% of the crypto market is Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. Why did I name those four? They're not securities.
They are not securities. Gary Gensler himself. So there you go. And now Litecoin's doing pretty well. And they hit a milestone. 8 million holders. There you go. This is a new milestone. 8 million holders for Litecoin. Inscriptions are popping off. And because I keep saying to you guys, look at the regulatory clarity. It's the same as Bitcoin.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$10 from Digino. Honestly, KuCoin would have been the one to go for based on compliance, not Binance. It's all a strategy. CZ was too good and Binance was too big. They use enforcement actions like a fire hose. 100 correct.
Absolutely. I'm 100% with you. That is true. That is true. They, again, with the whole Binance thing, they did not ever bring one solid piece of evidence that CZ did anything wrong. Binance did anything wrong. They said all this money went through Binance. Show me the blockchain transactions. Show me who cashed out, because obviously there's KYC at Binance or Binance. They will never tell you the truth. And years from now, CZ will tell us what really happened there. But we'll find out eventually. Back to Litecoin, though. Thank you, Digi. So because I keep telling you guys about the same regulatory clarity with Litecoin and Bitcoin, oh, now we're getting a little scoop from Eleanor Terrett, because I've been telling you that a Litecoin ETF will come. And I've mentioned it even with James Cipher from Bloomberg when I had him on the podcast a few weeks back. Eleanor says she's hearing rumblings on the institutional level about interest in a Litecoin ETF, because as the functional similarities to Bitcoin, and the SEC may be inclined to approve it, possibly even more so than Ethereum. And we also know that Coinbase announced their plans to launch their CFTC approved contract futures for Doge, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So there you go. There you have it. It's all written out for you. It's all spelled out for you. Litecoin is the future. And I don't give an actual damn about the price. I care about money that belongs to me. And I care about technology. What am I going to go to the coffee shop and use to buy a coffee and a croissant? It will be Litecoin. And it will be Digibyte. Period. It's not going to be Ethereum. It's not going to be Bitcoin. And it's not going to be most of these other coins, because they're not fast, they're not cheap, and they're not as efficient. So besides the regulatory clarity, you will see a lot more of Litecoin, and you will be using it in the future. Just to wait. And everybody has been sleeping on it, snoring on Litecoin. Oh, the price doesn't move. Where? Watch out. Watch out. Litecoin's going to slap y'all in the faces. And listen, I love Litecoin. I've been talking about it for years. I was really the first and only person up until now, when the hype comes in, that people are going to start talking about it again. So remember who was the first. But then you also have the Litecoin Summit, where we're proudly going to be celebrating this wonderful piece of technology from July 24th to the 25th in Nashville, Tennessee. Tickets are only $84. I highly encourage you to come meet me, come hang out. I'll be speaking there, and we're going to have a really great time in Nashville. Yeehaw! Love Litecoin, bro. And where did the Lightning Network come from? Litecoin, Mimblewimble extension blocks, fungibility, privacy, OmniLite, inscriptions, Litecoin, the right coin. While we're talking about Litecoin, it is $92 right now, so she's killing it, Litecoin. So watch out for Litecoin. I remember not too long ago, we were looking at $43 Litecoin, $50 Litecoin, $60 Litecoin. There we go. Just throwing it out there, because people are like, people sleep on it. I've heard so many people sleep on it. Oh, take it out of your portfolio. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting after it. I'm so excited for Litecoin. Litecoin's getting some love and light, as it deserves, and it will continue to get so much love and light. Oh, because Bitcoin, if it's inevitable, so is Litecoin. But we're going to keep going. We're going to talk about the other half of that little debacle here, where we have the CFTC saying that ETH and Litecoin are commodities, which obviously has a clash with what they're trying to do, these TradFi bros. So we obviously know Prometheum is what these TradFi bros are trying to come in, and they're trying to say that they're going to offer digital asset securities. And amongst those digital asset securities, they're saying they want to offer Ethereum, which we already know Ethereum is a commodity. The CFTC keeps saying it, and a bunch of other people keep saying it as well. However, we know Gary Gensler has been trying to question the Ethereum Foundation, their associates, on the pre-sale, the ICO, proof of stake, hinting that proof of stake coins could be securities. And the House Committee on Agriculture, the farmers, even have something to say about Prometheum trying to list ETH as a security because it's obviously not. And this is just more FUD because the TradFi bros want to come in, get their piece, and see if they could really get away with it, is what they're really trying to do here. The House Committee on Agriculture said the lack of regulatory clarity in the digital asset space is alarming. Our letter to the SEC with the Financial Committee highlights concerns regarding Prometheum's ETH custody announcement and its implications for market integrity. They're saying that this is a huge deal and obviously should not be a security because it's not. And again, he had a lot of time to make sure to declare if it was or if it wasn't.
You're welcome.
Have a lovely day, smile. 0.055287333 LTC.
Oh, well, thank you, Joe Harvey. I appreciate the Bank of Joe, the Central Bank of Joe. Tom Emmer obviously had something to say. He said the SEC and the CFTC have an extensive record asserting that Ethereum is not a security, so why does Prometheum, an SEC registered broker-dealer, plan to custody ETH? I led a letter with the Financial Committee and my colleagues to Gary Gensler to get some answers, obviously. And we know that this is more FUD over and over to get people to get scared over ETH. Like, come on, guys. We know ETH is not a security, and they've identified that multiple times in the past. The problem is, and they say in this article, is that Prometheum is presenting a potential turning point in the U.S. treatment of the crypto sector, and they want to allow Prometheum, the SEC, to operate as a custody provider that would give securities. Again, it's just more fun to confuse everyone and make people sell Ethereum, especially because we have the ETS filed. And trust me, these BlackRock people, all these high-status people would not be filing ETH ETFs, guys, if they thought ETH was a security and if they thought they would have problems with it, which they know they won't. So I'm telling you right now, this is FUD. I personally would not worry about it. Just like when they were like, oh, they're going to say Bitcoin is a security. No, they're freaking not. No, they're not. Of course, it will probably be a battle. There will be a court case. The judge will probably have to rule and tell Gary Gensler that Ethereum is not a security and force him to basically overturn his tyrannical regulation by enforcement hand that he has. Art Bill, hello. Jorge, hello. Raider, hello. Raider, if you have any questions, go on YouTube. It's easier for me to see. Sorry if I didn't see your question. But yeah, guys, make sure you guys are smashing the likes, sharing the stream out with friends. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers. We almost have 150 likes, so let's get after it. We're killing it this morning. And we also have a goal right here of, woo! Yes, let's freaking go. We got 75. 75, that's it. 75 more subscribers until we hit that 16,000. I'm telling you guys, I am so excited. This is going to be amazing, hitting that 16K. So let's get 5 more. Let's get that 930. Oh, 4 more. Let's get that 930. Let's get 4 more subscribers, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Sheesh. All right, so yeah, that was spicy. Again, don't worry about ETH. I don't think they're going to make it a security. I think it's just more fun to scare people. But we do have things on the tokenization front and things of that sort. So we're going to jump into that. First, we have a UK-backed report that's urging firms to execute tokenization strategies. Because obviously, the UK, everyone basically in that area, they want control. The UK wants it all, and especially tokenization, which is horrible because it's a fancy word for NFT, 1. And 2, it's not going to be how we know it, where we have an NFT, where we have custody, we can look on the blockchain and see everything transparently. This will not be the case with tokenization amongst banks and institutions because they will have enterprise blockchains that they will control, and if they don't like you, they don't like what you're doing, you will have to basically get blackballed, and that you will not be able to transact, you will not be able to have any sort of freedom or life, especially because your CBDC will be tied into these ledgers. And if they don't give you permission to transact, you have nothing. Sounds a lot like
China. No! Bruh.
So let's look into this. A technology working group backed by the UK government is urging firms to execute tokenization collaborations with their peers. Based on industry feedback, they need to have a focus on on-chain fund settlement with digital money. This will utilize public permission networks that allow verified users access to the blockchain. This is my whole problem. Because they could be public blockchains, they could be private, but they will be permissioned. And the only people that will be able to see the blockchain, interact with the blockchain, as they said right there, will only be verified users. So this is going in a very bad and evil direction. And I hope people understand the truth and they understand that obviously Bitcoin is decentralized peer-to-peer, where there is no censorship. You can send information, money, value, cross-border. That's not an issue. And everybody gets to see every transaction that's out there because it's a public permissionless blockchain. They will turn this technology into the opposite. There's always the good and bad side of the deal. And obviously the good side is crypto and the bad side is not crypto and whatever fake crypto they try to create. They themselves even say that CBDCs are not money because it doesn't come from them. And obviously that's what they're going to tell you because they want you to have their money. They want you to trust their money. And we don't trust them at all. We don't want to have to trust anybody. We only want to trust ourselves and take care of ourselves because nobody's going to make it for you but you. Nobody. And that's the reality.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$4.99 from RetroMATIC. Moment of appreciation for Emma's wire routing skills.
Thank you to Emma. Now we have diamonds arriving on the blockchain with a new tokenized fund that's based on Avalanche. And you guys know how I feel about Avalanche, the CCP coin. But of course, we have some diamonds that are hitting the chain. And we're going to talk about gold hitting the chain and how that's also connected to China. Isn't that quite nice? We have right here, diamonds are the latest conventional asset to get the crypto industry's red-hot tokenization treatment, as the precious stones will be accessible on blockchain rails for investors. This will be on a crypto securities trading platform, Oasis Pro. They created a token on the Avalanche C chain that represents a stake in the Diamond Standard Fund, a product by the Diamond Standard Commodities and Horizon Kinetics, the company announced in a Wednesday release. Quote, for the first time, according to the CEO of the Diamond Standard and Oasis Pro are making approximately $1.2 trillion in natural resources accessible to investors via a more convenient, tradable fund. The new offering is a RWA, which is a real-world asset, fancy word for NFT, placing traditional assets such as gold, credit, and bonds on the blockchain. They benchmarks their Bloomberg Standard Index, and they have it structured in a way that makes it more accessible to pension funds and endowments, while also being eligible for U.S. retirement accounts known as IRAs. So they have a new token standard for it. And basically, Avalanche, we already know John Wu. He said, it's a great example of how Avalanche can bring transparency and efficiency. John freaking Wu, we know you're associated with Alibaba. We know all these things that you're trying to hide, John Wu, because you can't, John Wu from Avalanche supposedly went to Harvard, and then John Wu from Alibaba supposedly went to the University of, I think, Michigan, where, again, there was not one picture of this John Wu, yet Alibaba and Avalanche are together. And they team with one another. So I don't trust John Wu from Avalanche. I don't really trust Avalanche, period. I do know there are great projects on Avalanche, great games that I play on Avalanche, which upsets me greatly. And on top of their functionality, which hasn't been good, period. So CCP Avalanche is now doing some tokenization with diamonds. How's that? And then we have Hong Kong, because Hong Kong also is getting into the tokenization game because of HSBC. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, people got salty with me when I said that HSBC obviously is connected to China. And people were like, no, because they're doing the tokenization with London, and this is only the London HSBC. Oh my God, what a sack of stuff right there, because take a look at this. November, so last year, we were talking about HSBC using blockchain to have London's antiquated gold market modernized, right? Talking about how they want to tokenize ownership of physical gold held in its London vault gold held in a mysterious vault. Like, where is this mysterious golden vault? In London. Who gets to see that vault? Do we know if it's real? Do we know if there's anything in it? No. So this is another way of something that's basically all talk, trying to be advertised as something that's so amazing, which, again, I don't trust their tokenization at all, especially when HSBC comes from Hong Kong. And Hong Kong, oh, isn't that weird? Because people were like, oh, no, Randy, they're not connected. The London gold tokenization and Hong Kong, oh, no, that has nothing to do with one another. Okay, sure, because now we have HSBC's gold token going live for retail investors for Hong Kong. Oh, isn't that weird? Financial powerhouse HSBA is tokenizing gold for everyday investors in Hong Kong and claiming bragging rights as the first bank to create a blockchain-based real-world asset aimed at the retail marketplace. Their gold token, minted on the Orion Digital Assets platform, is available via their online banking and their HK mobile app. Oh, wow. In November, they released their tokenized gold offerings again, and nobody said that this was not connected. No, this was not connected. Oh, look at what's happening now. They said from Hong Kong HSBC, we are proud that HSBC Gold Token, powered by HSBC Orion, is the first retail product in Hong Kong that is based on DLT as authorized by the SFC. So are you guys gonna listen to me now when I'm like, oh, this is connected? And yeah, like maybe I was going a little bit bonkers at the time, but sure, my heart said it, and I sure told you. My heart said to me, I said to you, that gold and this whole tokenization of it with HSBC is shady, and it is connected to China. Oh boy, it is. And they will get their hands in everything and anything because they know that they could just create whatever they want and nobody, not one person, is going to stop them. I'm not done with
China.
We're going to talk about Hong Kong-based asset manager VSFG and how they're going to apply for a Bitcoin spot ETF. And China, all of a sudden, no, there's so much money laundering in crypto. Crypto's so bad. I can't believe this. This is all securities. This is all bad. No one in China should touch this. Ah! And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, like we just want to be like the global hub. We do have gold tokenization for retail investors, and the only way that retail investors can invest in it is if they take a test to prove that they're knowledgeable enough, which they could fail you with, because if they don't like you, they will shut you down. And you have to have a certain net worth, which in a communistic country like that, how do you get a net worth, especially a good one, if they really don't allow you to get there? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. But here we go with the ETFs. Asset manager VSFG, working together with value partners, have applied for a Bitcoin ETF with Hong Kong's SFC, and their head of investment and products, Brian Chan, told this to CoinDesk. I said the SFC is likely to allow in-kind creations and redemptions for spot ETFs in the second quarter of the year. In January, we also saw Harvest Global Investments that did want to be the first to apply for a spot Bitcoin ETF with the SFC. They're saying 10 institutions have applied to launch those ETFs in Hong Kong. Of course, they want to be that global hub. They want to be that global hub for Bitcoin and crypto. No, they don't. They will never let anybody at the surface level in Hong Kong, a regular Joe like you and I, to transact with Bitcoin and crypto or even hold it in our own wallet. Very, very far from that, and probably will never happen in China, especially with the ETFs. If you are retail, if you're a regular person, you are not going to be able to touch these ETFs. Anything that comes from China is highly manipulated. Their banks tell them what to buy. They manipulate their own markets. They print their own money. They do whatever they want because the government just plays whatever games they want to play. And who's going to stop them? They're China. Michael, thank you for the heart me. Thank you. Guys, make sure you guys are smashing the likes, sharing this out with friends. Hello. Let's see. How many likes do we have right now? 145. We need to smash these likes. 5 more.
You got to pump it up.
All right, let's get after it. Again, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Oh my gosh, we're flying. We're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. Yeah, this is beautiful. Guys, let's do 10 more. Let's get 15,940. Is that a stretch? Is that a stretch? All right, now let's talk about OKX. They quietly settled some regulatory disputes in Malta with their Financial Services Authority, and this came out to be over $300,000. Last month, OKX, the second largest crypto exchange, reached a little noticed $329,000 U.S. settlement with the Malta Financial Services Authority, the MFSA, for certain failings relating to its OKCoin Europe subsidiary. They're saying that they failed with respect to Article 41, and it seems to say that they had regulated financial services or digital asset firms that must follow their government directives or risk a fine being booted from the country. And basically, they're saying that they violated these rules, but they didn't really say what happened there. So an OKX representative said there will be no future comments on it. And I guess this was just a little dispute that OKX and this government were like, all right, like, we're just gonna, you're gonna pay us, we're gonna leave you alone and do your thing. So I guess they paid their fines and they're all good. Tyler, I should be on the news. Well, thank you for that. I do go on the news occasionally. I do. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin miners for a moment because I know I have beautiful miners in the chat. Hello, miners. Do you guys have your miner emojis? I need to see the Bitcoin miner emojis in the chat. Give me my Bitcoin miner emojis. Because we have a Bitcoin miner, a US one at that, Giga Energy, that's going to launch a facility in Argentina. And obviously, we're seeing a lot of people from the US, whether those are crypto exchanges, companies, miners, moving out of the country because this country's tyrannical and it's also very expensive for electric. Texas-based Bitcoin miner Giga Energy expanded its operations into Argentina as a move to utilize the wasted energy from natural gas flaring on the South American nation's oiled fields. They said this move not only broadens our operational landscape, but aligns with their vision to mitigate flaring globally. So basically what they're doing here is that they're burning natural gas, and then methane that's released from that process is converted into electricity to power its Bitcoin mining rigs. So this is something that's beautiful. I absolutely love it. They said, quote, by capturing stranded natural gas to power modular data centers for energy-intensive computing, Giga is actively contributing to reducing global methane emissions. Of course, we already know that the U.S. government is all over the place saying that, oh my gosh, Bitcoin mining, it's so bad. Holy poop. It's hurting families. When it's not. Only over 50% of Bitcoin mining is renewable energy. And there's so much more renewable energy that comes from it because Bitcoin incentivizes renewable energy. We see here that methane, which is popular in the US too for a lot of these miners, and I know in Texas this was a big deal as well, that they're using methane to power these miners. And that's so much wasted energy that would just go off into the abyss. And then you have right here where they're using it to their advantage. It incentivizes renewable energy. This is really bullish for Bitcoin. So I thought this was really great to throw in. And I love my miners too. So shout out to my miners and all you renewable energy kids that are just defying all of these weirdos in the government that want to try to stop you from giving us the ground floor, our foundation of decentralization and Zest. There was also a Bitcoin entity that combined $140 million of Bitcoin that was mined way back when in 2010 into one single wallet. So I thought this was very interesting as well. They consolidated 2,000 Bitcoin in mining rewards in 2010 and brought them all together in a single wallet. They moved 40 sets of Bitcoin mining rewards, each amounting to 50 Bitcoin, into one wallet. That is insane. So I believe that these Bitcoin were only a few cents at the time when this person was mining them. And now They're consolidating it. You seeing 2010 whales moving their Bitcoin? That's when you know the bull market's here. That's when you know the bull market's here. Just so you know. Throwing it out there. And then we have WisdomTree. So shout out to WisdomTree. They're one of the nicer trad bros. I like WisdomTree. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, I think WisdomTree is kind of cool. But then we got them. They're gaining approval to purchase spot Bitcoin ETFs for its $206 million and $117 million funds. So we see that there's a lot of, issuers because they are a Bitcoin ETF issuer as well. BlackRock was kind of doing it as well. A lot of other people buying their own ETFs and putting it into other funds. That's going to be a big move too. Hi, John Hall. Hello, people. Hello, people on TikTok. Now, let's go into the market recap. We have some things to do, so if you guys have any chartery requests, throw them in the chat. I'll do my best to get to them. We have the recap, and we don't really have a sea of green, so I can't sing the song. But we do have Sui that's going up, Litecoin killing the game, because Litecoin's the right coin, people. So we'll do the charteries over again. So we have Bitcoin. Hold on one second. I'm going to see if I could do something right now. And if I can't, that's fine. But I'm going to see. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll be doing something zesty in a minute. I'll see. But we have Bitcoin that was trying to battle 71.5 before, which was, again, a resistance that we kind of lined out here from the last time we were in that range. And now we're at 69,770, down 0.3%. Momentum shooting up. VWAP just kind of lagging, though. Money flow lagging as well. Just kind of flat energy here. And again, we're actually having some curvature on the RSI, which no, I do not like curvature. No curvature on the RSI. I want to see shoots up with confidence and love. But it's okay. We could cool off and sideways trade. We've kind of been crabbing, but bouncing off this 63.7, glorious. And then coming back up was great. Because I was worried, like, are we going to come down to this golden zone 60K? Are we going to tap this 56 or even the 48? Which I was like, oh, that's craziness. But 71.5 is what we should be looking at for the bullish end, and that's before our next resistance here at 72.3. So watch out for those levels, and ideally we want to close above 69,000 today. Ethereum, $3,544, down 1.2%. We got the green dot still pulling up, which is nice. Although the VWAP is down, money flow is kind of all right, and the RSI just kind of meh. This is meh. This is sideways. I don't know. Could we cool off, hit neutral, maybe bounce off neutral, go bullish? That's a nice thing to do. But yeah, 35.30. Look at this level. Close above it, ideally. And then bullishly look at 39.50, which starts the golden zone, or bearishly 39.30. Okay. And then we have Litecoin. Litecoin's $95 right now. Like, that is ridiculous. Love Litecoin. Cheer her on, Litecoin. Woo! Woo! Guys, is my sound choppy for you? Like, was that choppy? Or is it my earbuds? Can I get a sound check on that really quick? Guys, give me a sound check. Was that good or was that not? Like, are we good or are we not? I don't know. Maybe it's just... Yeah, let's play a sound to test that. All right, so it's good for you. That's what matters. I think my earbuds are bugging out. But guys, I did just post something cool. All right, it's up. So this is what I was kind of waiting for. And yay, because I wasn't sure what time I should do it, but now I feel like it's the time. Guys, we are live right here. I just put up a $200 giveaway for Bitcoin. 2 winners will receive $100 each, courtesy of Cake Wallet. So shout out to Cake Wallet and their amazing love and zest that they give this community. Please make sure you guys are liking, retweeting, following us, both Cake Wallet and I. Comment Cake. And get after it for your chance to win some Bitcoin. Yay! Shout out to Vic. Shout out to Cake Wallet. Much love to them. And I appreciate them. I appreciate them so very much. I'm gonna send that over Cool. Yay. All right. I wanted to put that up and get that going for y'all. So yeah, make sure you guys are entering this giveaway. It ends in 48 hours. Apologies, 48 hours. All right. So let's let's look at the Litecoin chart. Yay. So we have the curvature on the VWAP, which is no good. No curvature on the VWAP. If any curvature, we like this type of curvature where we go upwards and shoot, but that's not this. But I hope that we could turn around, shoot up a little bit. And the RSI seems to be doing really good with Litecoin. So I like the RSI that it bounced right off that neutral. Still technically in bullish. I would like for it to keep going bullish. We have $91, so ideally I want to close above that bullishly / neutral, close at $97. We were freaking roaring this morning at 96, 97 bucks. And of course, Litecoin Summit, July 24th to the 25th in Nashville, Tennessee. Join me, be there, be square. Be there and be square. Be there, be square. Let's look at, boom, Doge. Doge is killing it this morning, and TA respected once again. Dogecoin, man. Over 18.5 cents right now, up 2.2%. One of the few things in the green right now. VWAP is not doing what I like it to do. I want her to shoot back up. The momentum is doing good. Money flow is doing pretty good. RSI climbing right now, approaching that overbought. I want to see if we breach that line. We kind of found our nice support here at 14 cents. It was definitely defended, went right through it with confidence. Now this is 0.191. That's exactly where we hit this morning. So TA respected. Beautiful. I love that for us. TA respected. So neutrally / bullish, close at 19 cents. And then bullishly, try to hit that 20. Obviously, this resistance right here. And then 23.5 cents. That's the zesty zone. That's a zesty zone right there. So watch out for that. And again, TA respected highly. Freaking highly. Do we have any coin requests? 20 cents coming. I sure hope so. I love 20 cent Doge. I'll take 20 cent Doge any day of the week. Crimson Dogecoin to the moon. Yes, pamp it up. Pump it up. You got to pump it I have my sticker. I have my little Doji sticker right here. Well, Doger. Well, Doji. Yeah, if you guys have any chart requests, let me know. If you guys entered the giveaway, let me know. Thank you guys for the sound check, by the way. Did you guys enter the giveaway? 1 or yes emoji or 2 and no emoji. Did you enter the giveaway? Did you guys enter the giveaway? Let me see. Let me see. Did you guys enter the giveaway? Baby, it's a giveaway. I'm gonna give away crypto. Hope you give your comment and like and retweet. Woohoo! All right, so let's do Chartery. Oh, so I do see it. They changed it now to DJT. I see. Okay, so DJT, man. So we'll do some chartery on this because now I know this is the right thing. Yesterday I was kind of confused, but I was like, okay, I was on the right thing. Okay, let's do. Okay. Why don't you check yours too? So DJT, this is Trumpy's Truth Social stuff. So shout out to Truth Social. I think I got to create an account over there. I think I do, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's my job to be on all social media, so I feel like I should be on every platform. Anyway, so DJT, I don't like the chart how it looks at all, but you know, that's just me, where they went all the way up, woo, to, what is this, 175, came right back down to 37, up to the 80s, and back all the way over here to 13 bucks. Obviously, Trump probably had to save it. People knew to pump it. So they crossed the 200-day SMA, somehow was brought to life back to $35, maintained support, went through 54, and opened the other day here at like, what was it, 70 bucks. Yep. And then now we're just kind of, we're still up 12% off of this right here, 62. We see we had the green dot that shot that momentum up, and this green dot was just printed a week ago. Money flow is doing all right, but the VWAP is not doing what I want it to do. And also the money flow, we need more money flow. RSI is breaching overbought, and if it's already overbought, I'm a little worried about that. But it's doing relatively good. So what I'd say is to watch out for 54. Look to crack through 70, was it 72? And that's based upon previous rejections. And then maybe after that, you're in the golden zone. So maybe that will be the golden zone for DJT. Right there. It is at 65 bucks right now. You're up 11%. So it's not bad. It's not bad. And of course, they halted this stock, I believe, multiple times yesterday. I know at least once for sure. But yeah. Oh, yes. This is a new dress, guys. This is a new... Ooh, did I hit that? I definitely did. Oopsies. But yeah, I have a new dress today. Very much a vibe. I'm going to tell you guys. It's a vibe. I've been saving it. But yeah, I love it. I love it so much. It has pockets, which is like really good pockets, like big pockets. So yeah, and I like the color. I like the blue. I think it's good for spring. I think it's good for summer. And just to brighten things up, especially today in New York, like right now it's so dark and it's so cloudy and sad. And I don't want to be cloudy and sad. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear blue. I'm going to wear a nice blue. Remind me of maybe blue oceans and blue skies and things of that matter, because we don't get sunlight in New York. It's very sad. We don't get sunlight. Morty, thank you for the roses. Oh, and the Harmy, Morty. Freaking Morty, what are you up to, dude? NFA, not fashion advice. Oh, Alexandra G, that was a good one. AB says hot pockets. Hot pockets. Oh, that's hilarious, man. I love that. Hello, everyone in the chat. I didn't say hi to a few of you. Hello to No. No makes me laugh every day in this chat. Yukio, thank you. Crimson on X, thank you, guys. Oh, you guys are so nice. Randy needs to be in Vogue. You're too much, dude. It's a ton Telegram Blue. It's a side. Oh, hi, Danish Crypto. Dude, Danish. Holy poop. It's been such a long time. How are you? Oh, my gosh. I haven't talked to this guy Danish in, like, the last bull market, maybe. How are you? Oh, my gosh. And Ton, yes, Ton. I'm kind of pissed, for lack of better words. I hope no kids heard that. I'm pissed that I did not get Ton. Like, it's shameful on my end. I'm actually a do-to-do for that, because I've been watching Ton develop the whole time, and I was just sitting there, like, obviously I can't get everything. And it's something I'm still learning. I've been saying since last bull market, you can't catch everything. You can't buy everything if you can't. But I just really wish I was, like, you know, if I was a whale, oh, the moves I would have made. Oh my gosh, like Ton, finding that support at 116, finding support again at 260, and then again at what? Freaking, this is so frustrating. It's up 136% in the past year. What am I doing? What am I doing with myself? I don't know. But boy, if I was a whale, I would have done serious freaking damage, I'll tell you that. Randy Time Person of the Year. You're crazy. Hello. Freaking TikTok. They're like, dude, solve this puzzle now or else we're taking you off. Like, it's crazy. Who else? Sadie sometimes is in the chat. Dave, what up? Who else? Crypto Chef, hello. Enrique, nice to see you. Welcome, everyone. Resistance, Finance Man. Randy has green eyes, saying so. Yeah, kind of. They're technically hazel, but yeah. Animal, nice to see you. Thank you guys for the sound check. Alex O'Crypto, shout out to the future dad, Alex O'Crypto, and the Otter Gang. We also, how many? Let's keep pamping these subbies. Pamp the subscribers.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
We do have new news from Coinbase. Let's check this out. As you guys are again entering this giveaway, enter this giveaway. You can win $100 of Bitcoin. 2 winners will win. Please, I'm begging you, enter the giveaway. There's no harm that comes to you. You're just like entering giveaways. Like, who doesn't want freaking free Bitcoin? I don't know. I would want free Bitcoin. So we have the court case with Coinbase in the SEC. We have new news on that. The legal guy, Chief Legal Officer Paul, said today the court decided that our SEC case will move forward on most of the claims, but dismiss the claims against Coinbase Wallet. We were prepared for this. Look forward to uncovering more things. They're going to go through the process, and they appreciate the court's understanding that technology innovations like Coinbase Wallet do not and cannot implicate U.S. securities laws. Yes, and that's because they were trying to come after Coinbase and say that all of your the cryptocurrencies that you could swap and decentralize, like basically again, use decentralized finance, swap and do all these things on Coinbase wallet. They were like, no, the SEC was like, no, we don't get our cut of that. Holy poop, no. Yeah, so we knew that was going to get dropped eventually because obviously they can't control what happens in their wallet because you own your wallet at that point. But they're still going to go on with this whole Coinbase fiasco, which isn't right. And again, it's all theater because Coinbase is launching futures, institutional stuff, is the custody provider for most of the Bitcoin ETFs that are out there. So again, like this whole thing with Coinbase and the SEC, it's nothing to worry about in my eyes. And I think it'll bring us some regulatory clarity at one point or another. MK, hello. No, G wants potatoes. We'll give him potatoes.
A potato flew around my
Yeah, Coinbase is going to be fine. I don't worry about that at all. Oh, we have 168 out of 175 likes. Guys, pimp it. You got to pimp it up. Yeah, yeah. Oh, poop. Yo, you're right, Gary. You were right. So, guys, I am most likely attending Williamsburg Pizza, a meetup. Let's see. Can I pull up? This is their tweet. Yeah. So, Williamsburg Pizza, they will be having a meetup this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I highly encourage you guys to stop by. Follow them if you could. Williamsburg Pizza, the address. Let's get the address out here. There we go. So it's 277 Broome Street. In the city, Lower East Side, if you guys want to come. Of course, I'm watching out for the news to make sure there's no craziness happening in that area. But if there is no craziness, I'm definitely going. And I know the fam and I, we all want to go. So if you guys want to meet us before Litecoin Summit, you're in the city, you want to come hang, then come to Williamsburg Pizza Saturday at 6 p.m. But yeah, we're going to get after it. I'm so excited. We're going to get some pizza, and you'll be able to pay with Doge. So bring your Doge, bring your wallets. You could bring the My Doge app too. The My Doge wallet is fire, or any sort of Doge wallet. It doesn't matter where it comes from as long as you have Doge. Make sure you guys come to that meetup and support the Dogers. Crimson said, cake, I'm in it to win it. Get after it, Crimson. Crimson, make sure you go on that tweet. You like, you retweet, you follow us, you comment, and that way you'll be entered in the giveaway. So again, make sure you guys are there. I'll refresh it so we can see some beautiful cakes, because we're gonna eat the whole cake, not gonna share it. Oh, poop. Speaking of, let's go to a different tab. Speaking of, we got Doug. Doug, guys, I might not make it to this Spaces today at 1:30 because I do have a 2 p.m. meeting, and then I'm going live again at 5. So it's going to be really difficult for me to make it, but I'm going to do my best for Doug because he's amazing. So if you guys want to join, this isn't the link in the live chat as well to join his space. And then at 5 p.m., guys, like I mentioned just a second ago, we will be live with Lark Davis, a.k.a. the Crypto Lark. We're going to be talking about how to prepare for a Bitcoin bull market, his thoughts, and how he came to be the Crypto Lark, because he has a good story, and I want you guys all to share it. So once this stream ends, you'll be redirected there automatically. Make sure you guys set your reminders, and you are here at 5 p.m. Eastern. It is a later show than usual, but I want to experiment with a different time, and I think that's fun. Fidelity filed for an S1 for the Ethereum ETF. Is this new news? Let's see. I don't see anything new here for Fidelity. I know they do have. I know Van Eck had their S1 updated and a few other ones. I know Fidelity has a 19 before. But other than that, I don't know anything new. I don't see anything new. But thank you for throwing that in there. All right. Let's get it. You'll be there in spirit. Aw, it's okay. Don't worry. I will be protected. Don't worry, guys. I will be protected. Johnny Bullets, shout out to Johnny Bullets, relentlessly sharing this live over here on TikTok. I appreciate that. On TikTok, please follow me. I'm almost at 10,000 followers over there. So let's get after it. And again, listen, guys, I'm doing interviews. I'm gonna always continue to do my interviews because again, it is my job. It's part of my job to do the news, but it's also my job to interview people. And whether they're controversial or they're not, I'm going to interview them anyway because it's my job. And I will always interview people. And I hope you guys are there for it. Again, 5 p.m. Tune in. please make sure you guys, again, enter that giveaway. Check out our amazing sponsors. Shout out again to Crypto Savings Expert for the amazing light we have going on here. Really spicing up the background for sure. Just giving us an extra love and light. But leave a time slot for Emma's show. Emma will have her show. I feel like Emma should have a show. Emma's definitely the opposite of me. And I think it would be spicy. Definitely the opposite. Definitely not how I do things, but I think it would be really fun. It would be stupid fun. But thank you guys so much. I enjoy every single one of you guys. I will see you guys later at 5 p.m. Eastern. I will try to catch you guys on Doug Spaces at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. So have an amazing day. Again, if you haven't yet, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends. We're going to get after it today. I'll see you guys at 5 o'clock. Have a great day. Again, smash the like, subscribe, share. See you later, man. Stay zesty. Peace.
Hucksters.
I told you to stop ruining this. All because you're mad about
scam
Ethereum.
artists,
That's not my fault.
Ponzi schemes,